Hey friends, Alexa Borota here, high school English teacher. I am super excited to share with you, finally, one of my favorite ways to lesson plan. I don't know about you, but if you have experienced lesson planning, I've been doing it for 10 years, literally today. I'm purposely recording today because I'm excited. I'm officially 10 years today into teaching. And I want to talk about lesson plans, okay? Because I'm 10 years into lesson planning, and the lesson plans that I submit, I hardly ever follow. No matter what I come up with, I hardly ever follow. Today, I am sharing with you a template that I created that I have been using 3 years. I mean, I just started using it prior to COVID, so you do the math. I love it. I need to share it with you. And on top of that, I'm going to share literally the template that I use, which you can edit and make your own. I'm going to share it with you for free. No strings attached. So if you're interested, come on. So you are looking at a standard detailed lesson plan. These took me so many hours when I was getting started, and I really thought that they helped me prepare for my lessons, because they do. They just aren't time efficient, and it's too much to look at. Some administrators are okay with very brief plans, while others have told me that a substitute should be able to look at them and be able to teach a lesson. And keeping up with those types of plans on a weekly basis, it's just insane for time management. And if you're an administrator watching this, I'm sorry, but those highly scripted plans, but teachers are not reading them. Things change too much. No sub is following those exact plans either. They're just not. And this is my experience as both a middle and high school teacher. I'll make a separate video on how I lesson plan for those of us who don't have a choice. But for now, let me share that I submit a unit plan, which is just as effective, as well as what I call my weekly pacing guide. I needed something more practical for me to seriously look at before or during my instruction, and something that I could quickly put together and modify when I have to switch gears, which is happening constantly. I want the most essential information in front of me, which for me includes the standards I'm focusing on for the whole week, their main learning objectives for each day, but I also want their warm-up and any other essential element of the day. I want to see my focus questions, and I want to easily be able to access links that take me to directly what we need for our lesson. And that's it. So here's my routine. After I submit a unit plan, I will plan out a 2-week pacing guide. Sometimes 1 week if it's brand new for me and I feel like I need to feel it out first, because again, I am not trying to do any extra work. And if you're wondering, I am not concerned if my weekly pacing guide plans align to my unit plan, because my unit plan is a guide, and that's what we need. We need a guide, not daily scripted lesson plans that change at a moment's notice. And guess what? If a class isn't where I predicted they'd be, I can easily go into this so easily and just modify my plan, because there aren't so many detailed pieces to change or be distracted by like what you'd see on a traditional daily lesson plan. And administrators, they love time efficiency as well. Let's say they walk in, they view your plan. They will understand this template a whole lot more than some elaborate plan. And if they so choose, they can just go into your unit plan for any additional information like differentiation techniques, or they can click on any one of your links within the template to view anything in more detail if they want to see what it is they're walking in on. And another thing, I love what I'm about to tell you. This is one of my favorite parts. They are so easily searchable and reusable and modifiable. If I'm focusing, let's say, on rhetorical devices, as I have been the last week or two, I can search for that in Google Drive, and then I can immediately pull up a 2-week pacing guide. I've got the standards there, objectives, all of my warm-ups, all of my links are there. And yeah, sure, I might change something, but with a solid foundation, it won't take that long. Now, in terms of whether or not I use this on paper or digitally, I use both. And if I decide to print, I always prefer a black and white template. But most of the time, I utilize it digitally, so I like to color code my template. And I do this because I just like to see each day's plan as easily and quickly as possible. I'm all about time efficiency, and it's just so much easier on my eyes and just nicer to look at. And this is it. This is my secret weapon to staying on track, planning in advance. I usually do 2 weeks at a time. I'll do week 1, week 2, and then I'll start all over again. Week 1, week 2. And by doing it online like this and just sticking to the main points and incorporating all of your links as you go, So easy to search, so easy to find. If you go to share this with someone else, there's not a whole lot of text to get through. Boom, boom, boom. If you share it with an administrator, a colleague, whomever, you're clearly showing what it is that you're doing. If you want all of the details, if you want all of the fluff, stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.